The Wolves trying to do it in back-to-back years. Here we go. Game one is underway. The Warriors control the opening tip. They're in Secaucus. There goes Draymond Green. That is part of the storyline here, and he gets. But then burned bridge, one of the first bridges that he burned, as Mike Conley misses, and there is Gobert. Wolves took out the Lakers in 5. They've been sitting since last Thursday, while the Warriors come in hot as Jimmy Butler.
For the Wolves, you think there'd be at least a little appreciation.
That was in 2018, but then he demanded a trade as Julius Randle
Went 0 for 11 from 3 in Game 5 of the Lakers series, so he's now missed at least 13 against the team that has LeBron James and Luka Doncic when you're 7 for 47.
McDaniels, Moses Moody on him, and now over Draymond. McDaniels hits.
Hit for the T-Wolves rotation.
Wow, Payton able to swipe that rebound away from Gobert. Sets up Curry for 3.
Well, one thing you're trying to do in Game 1 is to get a great move by Naz Reid.
Wolves have the lead, and Buddy Hield finds Payton, who puts it down. Payton is back after...
Kick it out for 3.
Yeah, the way to counter pressure is with your own pressure, and just be aggressive. Obviously, they know a bunch of our stuff is for Steph and Jimmy, obviously.
In 3-point percentage.
Curry dancing with Alexander Walker. Got it. Stephen Curry has owned.
Played it well, but just zone defense a lot more prevalent in the NBA now as Curry converts the
timeout. This is a 14-0 run, but there is concern for Stephen Curry. Showed us for the first time. That was after the three-pointer. He's grabbing at his left hamstring. Now stay with it here. We'll try to give you as much. No points, 6.5 minutes and counting. And Naz Reid finally scores for Minnesota. Second quarter. Butler finds Green, the hot hand, and he stays hot.
Number one, you lean on your defense. People always think of the Warriors because of Steph Curry as an offensive.
Shot fakes, they stay put. Nice D by Edwards. Here goes Draymond Green to the basket. Run, Reid is headed to the bench and maybe to the locker room.
Well, he's grabbing at his upper hamstring as he comes out.
Edwards with Payton on him, finds DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo drives, tough shot, and that one's in. Wolves are disciplined on defense right now. Three-pointers and air ball. Gobert might have got a piece, but Jimmy Butler working out during the halftime break, trying to get himself right once again. We'll see if he returns it.
Shooting under 25% in the first round.
There's Jimmy Butler on a... Frustration is boiling right now for the Wolves.
That's what Draymond...
After an impressive series win of the Lakers, as McDaniel to the rim like he normally does. He can't finish it. Hield in transition. Naz Reid back on the floor. Naz Reid missed threes. Patty Hield back to work, and he draws the foul, and that one... Or the old school three-point play there. 9 in a row for Hield. Anthony Edwards drives and scores. That's gone. It's all over the place for the Wolves. That is going to go, and the toughest back on the floor as well.
Not a lot of shot creation out there.
Oh, look at Spencer. Another offensive rebound sets up a second chance for Minnesota. Looney out on Edwards. He gets a step. Edwards drives and scores. Payton out to Butler. Butler with DiVincenzo on him. Butler. Oh my goodness. He fires it off the glass. That's Spencer at the controls here. He pushes. Spencer with that hook shot. That's his shot, coach. And down 23 here late in the third quarter. Randle barrels his way to the basket and puts it in. And we'll get into some ball control here. Draymond Green drives, finds Kuminga!
Here tonight, so why not?
DiVincenzo for 3, got it, that was pure. Scored Minnesota, and Mike Conley comes on, gets a steal, first possession of the fourth. Naz Reid with those 4 fouls, rings one true. And Butler, Kuminga set up for 3. Jonathan Kuminga rattles one in.
Scoring, when Jimmy Butler can get a good look, he's got to take advantage.
Naz Reid hits a 3. But he's found his way in a Warriors playoff game here as Gobert gets it deep and dunks it on Butler. Edwards, shake and bake. Edwards drives. Edwards lays it in.
He's got 6 hoops here in the second half after none in the first half in 6 minutes.
Minnesota 6 for 11. Buddy Hield pours in a three-pointer. That was the back of the wall. Here's Edwards now with Peyton on him. Edwards gets a step, lays it in, and one.
He's either got to score it or make plays.
DiVincenzo finds Edwards. Edwards for 3. Cash! Here's Buddy Hield. Catch and shoot. The stroke is pure, and Buddy Hield. Edwards drives, lays it in.
Not getting paid what he thinks he deserves to get paid.
Butler puts that one back.
Golden State is simply a great defensive basketball team.
Something about the road teams here.